up, gamers? I'm Jason, and today on Dice and Dragons, I'm going to be unboxing The Lord of the Rings, the card game, the Fellowship of the Ring, the first Saga expansion for this re-release of the game. Now, this combines two boxes, The Road Darkens and the Black Riders Saga expansions, all into this single box. Now, this is going to take you through the story of the Fellowship of the Ring. This is a cooperative game published by Fantasy Flight Games for 1 to 4 players and plays in about 30 to 60 minutes per player. I think it's more 30 minutes per player. Now, you will need a core set to play the game. However, I do believe that there are some other ways that you can get enough cards to make some decks. So, be that as it may, probably better off starting off with the core set, especially if you're diving into this re-release series as Julie and I are. Now, what will you be doing in the game? Well, you're going to be taking control of some of the famous heroes from the Lord of the Rings. You're going to be trying to complete specific scenarios. These ones are going to be based on the Fellowship of the Ring as you try to fight off the forces of the Shadow and successfully get the ring eventually to Mount Doom. I'm sure we're going to get the other Saga expansions in the near future. Now, I think I've talked enough about the game. Let's take a look at what's in the box. Now we're going to take a look at what's in the box for the Lords of the Rings, the card game, the Fellowship of the Ring Saga expansion. Now, this contains what was in the original Fellowship of the Ring box, as well as the Black Riders and the Road Darkens expansion. Now, just a little bit of the behind the scenes. This is actually take 2 of this. I had an issue with the audio, so we are redoing this, and that's why the packaging has already been opened on the cards, but don't worry, it hasn't been played with or anything. You can see just from the condition, we literally just got it. So you get a nice rule book. It's got the expansion symbol, the new one. It explains how to set up the Saga expansion rules, setting up Frodo Baggins, the rules for the One Ring. Then after that, you're going to get into the different scenarios. Now, I don't remember where the divide is for this, so we're just going to take the big pack of cards and try to go through. Well, I kind of remember where we get, because they're all the hero cards. So yes, I believe the divide was right here, actually, when we start getting into the different scenarios. So here we got the hero cards, Frodo Baggins, a few different versions of him, Sam Gamgee, Merry, Fatty Bolger, Pippin, Gandalf, Belle the Pony, Galadriel, Hobbit Cloaks, Boromir, Farmer Maggot, Dagger of Westernese. Don't worry, we got some other cool stuff too. So we have, this is Halfling Determination. So just some different events. Bilbo Baggins, Hobbit Pipe. And you get an idea as to what you're going to be getting here. Elrond, so a Noldor healer. I love the fact that this game is based on Tolkien's lore. Elfstones, other positive events, Gandalf's staff, Wizard Pride, and then a spell, the Flame of Arnor, then the Fellowship of the Ring. Now, you may be wondering where some of the other heroes are. Well, they've been released in previous expansions, so you can definitely add other members of the Fellowship. Now, here we get, basically, you get the scenario cards, so a Shadow of the Past. You get some locations, the Bag End, and then different enemies that you're going to start out with, such as the Black Riders, Evil Crows. We got some treachery cards, bad stuff that's going to happen. Then some titles like Mr. Underhill, Gildor and Glorian is an objective ally. You can see Gandalf's delay, so different objectives. Some more treachery cards, and we move on to another scenario with all the locations that we'll need. Different locations, sorry, those are locations for the quest. Different places that we're going to go to on our quest. Riders of Mordor. Bill Fermi, some other bad guys. Shady Breelander. Evil Southerner. Some more treachery cards. Then titles like the Tireless Ranger, Skilled Healer, Valiant Warrior, Noble Hero that we can gain that will give positive benefits. Another scenario. So as you can see, everything kind of really goes through the same mechanics. We got Fell Riders. So I'm going to really just try to focus in on the enemies here so we can just speed this up. but I want to go through every card so you get a nice idea as to what you're going to be seeing here. And since I'm going through it so quickly, I don't think you get a great look at the cards, but you get a nice idea as to what is going on here. So I'm going to try to get this divided up based on the different quests. All right, so here we got some more treachery cards, or at least one treachery card that should probably actually go with this last set here, but we'll leave it there for now. And here we've got another quest where we got to go. The Watcher in the Water, Hounds of Sauron, Howling Warg. So the Cribrain from Dunland. Then we've got a bunch of the other places we'll be visiting. Region, a whole bunch of treachery cards. Sting, Mithril Shirt, some new titles and items you can get. Glamdring, the Foehammer, Anduril, the Flame of the West. I don't remember Aragorn getting Anduril this early. The treachery got some corruption. Here we then have some more locations. Of course, we've got the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Doom, we got the Balrog, Orc Chieftains, and then all the orcs that were in Khazad-dûm, Moria. A bunch of locations in Moria that we're going to be traveling through and things that are going to be happening. And of course, some more treachery cards. And Overcome by Grief, and then a Grievous Wound. So just some of the big events from the token stories. And then here we got the last pack of cards, which I believe do contain a lot of the elements from The Road Darkens, as well as the Black Riders. So, more scenarios. We got Frodo's Choice, Uruk-hai. So this really is like the guys are going to be facing that scenario. Whole bunch of locations. Treachery cards. And the File of Galadriel. 3 Golden Hairs, Lorien Rope, Leaf-Breaded Lambus, some more treachery. We see Gollum joining. Then we get the One Ring, who tells you that the hero that this is attached to doesn't count. It's part of the max hero count, but if it ever leaves the game, the heroes lose. Then we got, like the Black Riders, the Witch King, Ring Race, the Nazgul, Morgul Blades, some treachery cards, some more locations here. We've got some Morgul, Fell Steeds, lots of pain, and then, of course, the Lure of the Ring, that corruption that all ring bearers must contend with. So there you have it. We've taken a look for the second time, at least for me the second time, at all the components in the Lord of the Rings, the card game, the Fellowship of the Ring. Now, keep it right here, as I'll be coming back at you with a quick outro. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click that like button, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when our next video is released. Also, down below in the video description, you'll find links to all of our social media feeds, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you'd like to see some pictures of Julie and I playing the Lord of the Rings, the card game, there'll be some on those feeds once we get this to the table. There may be some from way back when, the last time that we played it. Not quite sure when this will be getting to the table, but there are plenty of photos there from Journeys in Middle-earth and some other Lord of the Rings games that we've played. And then down there is also a link to multizone.ca, a great Canadian game store. You should click that link. You'll get 10% off your next purchase. It's a great way to support the channel. A portion of that purchase will be returned to us. They carry all sorts of stuff from Fantasy Flight Games. So if you're looking for the re-release, some of the older boxes, I'm sure you'll be able to find plenty of Lord of the Rings, the card game content on their website. And now popping up in front of me are going to be links to some of our previously released videos. Over here will be our most recent release. And to keep with the Lord of the Rings theme, over here will take you back to our review and how to play of Journeys in Middle-earth. And with that being said, don't forget, keep playing games.